This is my second time trying to film this. I love how this matches. So matchy matchy. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I have a full face of makeup on except for my eyes because today we're going to go over a beautiful eyeshadow palette that I received from my friend. I'm going to use it to see how it works, how pigmented it is, what eye looks that I can do with it. I do have an eye look in mind because I've actually filmed this video before, but it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. So today we're going to be talking about the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. So first of all, can we just talk about how beautiful the packaging is, except for my fingerprints all over the place. I love this design. I love how they did the logo. Because it's full spectrum, it has many colors and they wanted to include that into their packaging, which I think is really, really nice. And it's a nice size as well. So when you open it up, that's what it looks like. And it comes with a brush. I'm going to show you the brush that they have. I think it's a pretty nice brush actually, but I'm not going to be using this brush for the tutorial. So this side is a more dense, smaller brush to get into those creases and stuff, and then the other side, I'm trying not to take it out of the plastic, is the fluffier brush so that you can blend everything out really well. So I think this is a nice brush duo if you were taking it with you anywhere. It is kind of big. Actually, no, it's not too bad for travel, but if you do take it with you, you do get nice brush with it. So these are all the colors that you get with this palette, and you get this gorgeous big mirror. I love any eyeshadow palette that comes with a mirror because it's so much easier to use to see what you're doing. You don't need a separate mirror, you don't need to hold so many things, and this has a really big mirror, so I love that. So I like the colors that it gives you. It gives you a beautiful white. It has a black, but I believe the black has some glitter in it. These colors, some of them are matte, some of them are a bit shimmery, and then some of them have like little flecks of gold or silver in it. The colors are really, really pretty. All the names of the shadows are right on the palette, which is great so that you know exactly what you're using if you are doing tutorials like this. Okay, I'm just gonna cover the mirror up just a little bit just so that it's not showing you everything else that's around here. But yeah, so the first row right here, you have your really pretty deeper colors with a nice like almost like a cranberry-ish color. You get your orange, you get some deep greens right here, a beautiful, beautiful blue, which I'm going to be using in this tutorial, a pretty purple, and you don't get a matte black with this palette, but you do get like this black that has like a silvery flecks to it. If you want to do a whole lid of black, but you want to have little specks of glitter on it, that would be a beautiful color to use. In the second row, you get a little bit more brighter colors. You get your bright pink, you know, like almost like a hot pinkish color, and it is very powdery, but I do believe it is very pigmented. And as you can see, you get this really pretty orange, you get your yellow, greens, blues, purples, and this last color right here is like a nice silvery white color, or it's basically just a silver shimmer color. And then the last row, you get a little bit more on the pastel type of spectrum to it, where you get your nice little pinkish purple, your orange, your gold right here, and the gold is pretty powdery, pretty pigmented, but it is a nice gold. And you get a really beautiful green, which is also one of the colors I'm going to be using for this look. This blue I'm very excited to use. I hope it does turn out on my skin, but I'm not going to be using it on this tutorial, but I do really, really like this blue. This purple, now this purple has gold flecks in it, and it is so, so pretty. I'm trying to get off whatever I have on my hand. But this purple has little gold flecks, and it is just gorgeous. It is a gorgeous color. Like, I would put this all over my lid and call it a day, and put some really nice black liner or white liner or whatever it is, and it would look really pretty. And the last one, you have a matte white, which I think is a nice color to have. I would prefer a matte black over the matte white, but it's nice to have a palette that has a matte white if you want to go in and put that underneath or lighten up your colors or something. But yeah, so for this look, I'm going to go ahead and wipe off whatever is on my lid because I want to go ahead and prime it and put my concealer on top to even the color and everything. Since it's dry now, I'm going to go in with my Forever 21 eyeshadow primer. I do notice that when I do put my primer on, I feel like I do put a lot. Because I'm so used to how I put my face primer on, and I feel like I take more than I need to for my lid. But yeah. So I do have a mirror down there, that's why I keep looking down there, and I have my viewfinder here, so that's why I keep looking down. So sorry if it seems like I'm not facing the camera. And then just to even the skin tone, I'm going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in Tan Sand. And then I'm going to take my Maybelline Better Skin in 80, which is Rich Tan, taking a little fluffy brush like this and brushing that all over my lid. And I'm just doing one lid at a time. So that way I get less creasing, and now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. So now that we have our eyes primed and set and ready to go, we're going to go in with the color C's, which is this orange color right here, and run that into our crease as a transition color. And I'm just taking a small fluffy brush to do that. And I'm making sure that color goes up a little bit higher than where the crease is. Like, I'll blend it out a little bit higher. And then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and just kind of brush that over so that it blends a little better. Now I'm going to go into Minx, which is this beautiful blue, dark blue color, and I'm going to put that on my outer and inner corners, and I'm actually trying to attempt another halo eye. And once I pat that, whatever's left over on my brush, I'm bringing it over. I'm leaving the center part alone. So far, I don't see any fallout, which is good. So this flat side helps me to get right in there. And then whatever is left over on this brush, I'm just kind of blending it just a little bit, not going all the way into the center, but just a little bit, just so it doesn't look so harsh. So just diffusing it a little. So basically that's what I want it to look like. Now, just to make sure that that transition up on top doesn't look so harsh, I'm going to take a nice fluffy little brush and just go over it. There's no product on this, I'm just going over what's already there. Now the reddish orange underneath is actually shining through a little bit as a purple. Now for my center, I'm going to go in with this green color right here called Mean. And I'm going to go ahead and put that into my center with a flat brush like this. So first what I'm going to do is, just to get a good pigment of that color, I'm going to take my setting spray and just spritz the brush just a little bit and then go into my color so that it can be very nice and pigmented when I put it on my lid. So just spray it. And then I'm going to take that and go into Mean, like that. And put that right onto the center of my lid. just like that. And then when I feel like I have the desired amount of color onto my lid for the center part, I'm going to go ahead and take like the tip of it and just kind of diffuse it into the blue a little bit. So it kind of goes really well together. And you don't have any harsh lines. I'm going to go back into that green one more time. Just for the center. Now that I have the green in the center the way I want it, I want a little bit more of the blue to kind of peek through, so I'm going to go back in with that brush for the blue and go back into Minx, which is the blue color, and just go to the edges so that that can be nice and dark blue. And then whatever's left over on the brush, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing I did with the green and kind of like diffuse it a little. Now that I have the halo the way I want it with the blue and the green, I'm going to go back in with that orange color again and go ahead and run it right where my crease was just to blend everything together. Now before I move on with my bottom lid, I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes with my Tarteist clay paint liner and do a nice black wing liner. So as always, I'm going to use these two brushes to do my wing liner. Okay guys, so I think the eyes are good to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes and I'll be right back. So for my mascara, I'm going to go in with this Voluminous Butterfly Sculpt Mascara. So now for my lashes, I'm going to apply these Ardell Wispies, and I'm going to use this Duo Lash Glue in black. And I'm going to do that off camera and I'll be right back. Okay guys, now that I have my lashes in, we're going to go ahead and do the bottom lid. So for the bottom lid, I'm going to take the blue color, which is Minx, with a nice little pencil brush like this and just brush it in. Concentrating most of it on the outer corner. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my mascara and run it through my bottom lashes. And then I'm going to go in with this color Gold Mine, which is the gold color right there. And I'm going to run that into my inner corners and on my brow bone. And that's it for our eyes. I feel like it has a nice spectrum of color, just like the Full Spectrum color. It has some nice blues and purples. I'm just going to go back in with my lips with this Estee Lauder lip color in pure color, which is Alluring Pink. And then last but not least, I'm going to take my Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray and just spray that all over my face. So this is the final look, you guys. I think it looks really beautiful. The color payout was really nice. It doesn't have a lot of fallout. Actually, I barely saw any fallout. The blues, the greens, even the orange and the pink that I used, everything was very vibrant. And I love the amount of colors you get in this palette. And I think this is a great palette to have if you want something that has a full range of colors. I will leave all the details as far as pricing and everything to this palette in my description below. And everything else that I used on my face, I will leave that in the description below. This is definitely a palette that you can do a lot of beautiful looks with and definitely play around with a lot. Thank you so much for joining me in this review and tutorial of using this Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. I really enjoyed putting this look together. It's a little different. I don't normally wear colors like this on my lid, but it's a good way to use blues and greens. This palette definitely helped me bring out the halo eye look in a very beautiful way. And yeah, I do like this. So if you do want a palette with good colors and it's a little bit more compact, this is a good palette to go for. So guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it for you. Also, if you like these earrings, these are a DIY earring that I made. If you would like to see me make something like this on my channel, please leave a comment below and let me know if you're interested in that. Also, let me know what you think about this look and if it's a palette that you would probably consider buying. And as always, give my video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. I thank you guys so much for all the support. Thank you for those who have subscribed and those who are new. Please click that subscribe button and also don't forget to click that little bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a video. Again, I enjoy doing this so much for you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much. Hope you have an amazing week. Bye!